Hello students, today we are doing chapter 4 part 1 Landscape of the Soul by Nathalie Travare. This chapter basically deals with form of art, different form of art. Here Chinese form of art, that is ancient Chinese painting, have been discussed. Along with that we are also talking about Western form of art, that is European point of view about painting, and this has been done in comparison with Chinese form of painting. There is another form of art, that is raw art, and one of our legendary figure Nek Chand is connected with this form, who created raw garden in Chandigarh. We will discuss later about raw art in the second part of this, but before that let us know something about the writer. Nathalie is an art historian who came in limelight because of her translated work City of Gems, a book by William Dalrymple. She is the wife of Belgium ambassador to India. She has traveled various cities of the world with her husband and holds a master's degree in history of art and archaeology from University of Belgium. She plans to write her next book on old Delhi architecture like Jama Masjid and Chandni Chowk. Before we start the chapter, let me tell you there are some instances or some historical stories have been narrated to give you a more specific view of different form of art. So two stories are about Chinese form of art and one is European. 8th century writer Wu Daoji 8th century painter Wu Daoji was asked by the Tang Emperor Xuanzong to paint a landscape to decorate a palace wall. We are talking about the time when Tang dynasty ruled, and the emperor was Xuanzong at that time, and he was a great patronage for painting, and that is why he called the famous painter of that time Wu Daoji to paint the landscape to decorate the wall of the palace. The master hid his work behind a screen. Only the emperor could see it. So that was the creation of the painter. The emperor admired the wonderful scene. He discovered forest, high mountains, waterfalls, clouds floating in the enormous sky, men on the hilly paths, and birds in flight. Let me explain you. When this writer is saying master hid his work behind a screen, only emperor could see it, it simply means that unless Wu Daoji guides someone to understand the painting, one cannot do so with open eyes, because we cannot understand the painting just by seeing it with our eyes, but we have to get inside the painting, and for that we need to borrow the mind of the painter, and that is why Wu Daoji was the only one who can make somebody understand the painting, and that is how it was especially made or decorated to decorate the wall of the palace for the emperor. Then the painter asked the king respectfully to look into the cave at the foot of the mountain. He said a spirit lived there. The painter clapped his hands. The entrance to the cave opened. He mean to say he want to guide the king inside the painting with the help of his mental capability. The painter remarked that the cave was very splendid from inside. He offered to show the way to His Majesty. The painter entered the cave, but the entrance closed behind him. As soon as the painter entered, that entrance of the cave closed behind him. The emperor was astounded, means astonished. He was surprised. Before he could move or speak a word, the painting had vanished from the wall. Not a sign of Wu Daoji's brush was left. The artist was never seen again. This was his last painting. So this is very mysterious about ancient Chinese form of art. And these stories tell us that this ancient Chinese form of art had a mysterious element about them, and one needed the painter to guide them to understand this. Take another famous Chinese story about a painter. He would not draw the eye of a dragon he had painted. He feared that it would fly out of the painting. Such stories played an important part in China's traditional education. The books of Confucius and Zhuangzi are full of them. Here again you can see there is an element of mystery, or you can say the painter is trying to give a soul to the painting, and that soul is to be respected. So with the fear that if I make the eye of the dragon, then it would fly away. He does not make it. So such stories, give us an understanding of Chinese form of painting. In today's video we are doing up here only. In our next video, part 2, we'll be discussing rest of the chapter, where we'll come to know more about this form of art and art group. Till then, have a good time. Thank you.